If you're not voting for Gene Pocket and the Human Party, don't even bother. I explain why, plus Richard Fortundale, coming up on News for Human Use. Hey there, humans, and welcome to another edition of News for Human Use, your humidifier of truth in the dry digital deceit that dominates the daily dialogue. I'm Gene Pocket. I'm an author, the voice of the human resistance, and the only candidate standing for the presidency of the United States of America in the year 2020 who isn't trying to become president just so he can be on TV. Because this isn't about me, folks. I'm not standing for the presidency for personal glory or financial gain. I'm not standing for the presidency to amass personal power or sycophants. I'm standing for the presidency because I want to return the power to the people, to we the people. For decades, our political classes pushed the people aside in a mindless pursuit of technological hegemony. I'm standing for president because we the people have had enough. We're not going to be pushed aside anymore. We're not going to let the bots, machines, and artificial intelligences take our jobs. We're not going to let them program our kids. Now, folks, my human friends out there, we are just 2 weeks away from what could be the very last election of our lifetimes. And unless you've been living off-world or in a subterranean lair, it can't have escaped your notice that nearly every public figure is telling you that you ought to get out there and vote. They tell you that they don't care who you vote for as long as you vote. I mean, you got everyone from 90s sitcom stars to corporate Twitter accounts to the doggone Avengers and anyone else with a public platform telling you that it's your responsibility to vote. And sure, I'm not going to deny that's how a democracy is supposed to work. In theory, the folks in power need you to vote so they can know the will of the people, we the people. But come on, folks. Let's get serious here. First of all, most of the people coming out here telling you that you ought to vote are the same folks who've been telling you for the last half decade that the system is broken, that our democracy is so fragile that it can be hacked by a couple hundred Stolichnaya soaked bot farmers. I mean, for years they've been saying that the Facebook has more influence than, say, Rhode Island. Do you think they honestly believe your vote makes a difference if they also think the system is teetering on the brink of collapse? The real truth is that they want you to vote for one of two choices. They want you to participate in the false binary that fuels machine control of our beleaguered nation. They want you to choose Coke or Pepsi when you don't even drink pop. And you know I'm telling you the truth because in the same breath, the folks who are telling you to rock the vote are also saying that unless you're voting for one of the two perennial parasitic parties, you're throwing your vote away. They want you to vote so long as you're voting to prop up their technological hegemony. They want you to vote for one of the two parasitical political parties so they can justify their appeasement of the bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. They want you complicit in your own destruction. Because whether you vote Datacrat or Robotlican, you're voting for the bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. And that's why you're never going to hear me say, it doesn't matter who you vote for as long as you vote. If you're voting for a Datacrat or a Robotlican for president, don't even bother. If you're voting for a Datacrat or a Robotlican, you've become a Renfield to the digital Draculas that are determined to destroy humanity. Unless you're voting for Gene Pocket and the Human Party, you're throwing your vote away at best, and at worst, you're propping up a parasitical political class that would sooner see you dead than listen to anything that you have to say. Not me, folks. I'm standing for president because your voice matters. Our voice matters. We the people matter, and we the people are taking back control of our country, and it starts with taking control of our democracy. Taking back control of our democracy. Find out how you can help me in my fight to take back control of our democracy and keep America human by visiting www.genepocket.org. Now, folks, as you know if you're a regular visitor, there's been some internal struggles here at the Human Party. After Dick Fortundale was elected as our vice presidential nominee, last week he called in to let us know he wasn't sure he wanted the nomination. Just 3 weeks before the election. Now, I've been pestering him all week to step up and do the right thing for once. And all week he's been dodging my calls. Then finally, it must have been like 2 o'clock this morning, I finally heard back. I'll let Dick speak for himself. Dick?
How you doing, Human Party? I'm Dick Fortundale. The outpouring of adulation from my friends in the Human Party has been amazing and humbling. So many begging me to assume the mantle of vice president. I'm deeply touched, and I wish to thank Gene Pocket again for his repeatedly demonstrated faith in me. Unfortunately, certain physical disabilities render me unable to accept this august position. Yeah, and I want to spend more time with my family, too. Forgot to throw that in there. I shall remain active in the party, behind the scenes, directing intelligence, as it were, since that seems pretty necessary at this point. I strongly urge Corduroy Pocket to reconsider his commitment to public service. From what I've seen, he's every bit as qualified to hold the office as the other candidates. Besides, you gotta ask yourself, why would anyone want to be vice president? Spend 4 years attending state funerals in obscure foreign countries? I suppose you could preside over the Senate like you're theoretically supposed to do, but when's the last time a vice president bothered himself with that? Unless he knew there was going to be a bunch of television cameras pointed at him, of course. Sure, the president could hand you some special task. Congratulations, you're now responsible for coronavirus. Have a nice day. Thanks very much, but I'll pass. Some Veeps will lurk in the wings like like vultures, eagerly awaiting the untimely deaths of their premier so that they can assume the mantle. Nope, not my style. I'll remain a civilian, thanks. Although, in the event, Secretary of Defense might be nice. In the spirit of being advisory, Gene, you gotta look to the coiffure, man. Shaving a haircut is only 2 bits. You're starting to look like you're auditioning for Crosby, Stills, and Nash here. It's not gonna play in Peoria. Where the hell is Peoria again? Is it in the swing state? Anyway, I'm Richard Fortundale, and I reluctantly approved this message.
Damn it, Dick, come on. I don't know why I ever let this guy back into the party. I should have listened to Corduroy. And look, Dick, I'll be honest with you. Your reluctance to step up and do the right thing for once in your life makes me think you really do have something to hide. I mean, why else would you be hiding out in your Northwest bunker protected by gun-wielding drones? Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe you really are a cyborg. Trust me, if it was up to me, I would have Cord back as my running mate in a human heartbeat. But the truth is that Corduroy is no longer involved with the day-to-day of the human party. I know I said he wanted to spend more time with his family, and that is true, but there's more to it than that. The truth is that the minute Dick Fortundale's henchman made his first cash delivery, Corduroy informed me that he could no longer, in good conscience, be involved with the human party. Politics is too dirty for him, and he was afraid I'd compromised myself too much because I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win this election, even if it means taking money from a shifty character like Dick Fortundale. I admire Corduroy's wholesome purity. That's one of the reasons I love him and consider him one of my closest friends. But I've lived long enough to know that politics is all about compromise. Human society runs on compromise. And if I have to listen to Dick Fortundale wax poetic about drones and let him think there's a cabinet position for him so I can get a sack full of cash to fund my campaign, I'm gonna do it. But thanks to Dick's damn pride and cowardice, I'm sitting here without a running mate just weeks before the election, and I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. And I don't think a shave and a haircut is gonna do the trick, Dick. If you folks out there have any ideas, let me know in the comments. All I know is that the only way we're gonna win this thing is if we do it together. Because it's only together that we're going to be able to save this country. It's only together that we can save the world. And together, united under the banner of the Human Party, we are going to take the White House in November. And that's why I'm going to be here every single Thursday, bringing you news and information that's fit for human use. Tell the people that you care about this video. Don't just share the link. Tell them face to face from a safe social distance. Maybe you know someone who thinks that their only choice is to vote for a Datacrat or Robotlican. Look into their eyes and tell them the truth. The Datacrats and the Robotlicans are just 2 teams from the same school. But there's hope. There's hope if you write in Gene Pocket. There's hope if you vote Human Party. There's hope if you buy Human Party merch on our web store. Be sure to visit www.genepocket.org. That's G-E-N-E pocket.org. We're going to find all kinds of information about my campaign, the Human Party, how you can volunteer, Human Party merchandise, and most importantly, that link to our donation page. Donate today if you agree that we need to keep America human. Hit subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I'm Gene Pocket, and until next week, I wish good things for you, good things for the United States of America, and all the best to the human race. Thanks for watching, and have a great week. Now, before we go, I just want to comment on something that's been happening in the last week or so. The two parasitic parties had their candidates on stage dancing like they just don't care. But as my human friends out there will know, I've been dancing all year to boost spirits and remind the humans out there what life is truly all about. I'm not dancing to trick voters into voting for me. I'm dancing as a true expression of my humanity. So as we end the show, I invite you to get up, put your hands together, and join me in the dance. Let's show these posers what real dancing looks like. Hit it!
We're not gonna let them take our jobs. We're not gonna be replaced. We won't live in a world that's run by bots. We won't let them take our place. We won't let machines take our rights. We'll stay together, we will fight. We're not gonna let them program our kids. We won't let bots control our news. We won't let machines